The Cross and the Coin: Christianity's Dark Side. A three-part investigative documentary on the alleged horrors and sexual crimes committed by the late pastor Temitope Balogun Joshua, also known as T.B. Joshua. The BBC interviewed a minimum of 30 former employees and members of the Synagogue Church of All Nations (SCOAN) in Nigeria as part of the investigation. Instances like these are pervasive in many African churches, characterized by widespread financial exploitation, abuse, sexual assault, and various forms of psychological degradation. These transgressions are perpetrated by influential and high-ranking bishops, pastors, and prophets equipped with the financial means to silence the courts and authorities within their respective countries. Given the escalating atrocities witnessed in many places of worship in African countries, it is high time that various African nations enact legislation to oversee and regulate all places of worship. After 38 years in ministry, I have reached the conclusion that we are currently witnessing the darker aspects of Christianity. These religious ministers often leverage miracles and prophecies to enhance their financial portfolios, yet they swiftly travel to developed countries with their families for medical assistance. Please remember to like and click the subscribe button. We need you to keep this channel functioning. Thank you. Most pastors no longer preach Matthew chapter 6 verse 33, "Seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." The kingdom is now on earth. The emphasis on wealth has become more pronounced than that of salvation. Many individuals contribute up to 40% of their salary to the church consistently. It's not surprising that numerous pastors are leading a conspicuously lavish lifestyle. Occult churches, often characterized by unconventional religious practices and esoteric beliefs, have become a cause for concern due to the potential dangers associated with their activities. While religious freedom is a fundamental right, certain groups may exploit this freedom to engage in harmful practices. This article explores the risks posed by occult churches and suggests ways in which the government can responsibly address these concerns. Exploitation of vulnerable individuals. Occult churches often target vulnerable individuals seeking spiritual fulfillment or guidance. These groups may manipulate their followers emotionally, psychologically, and financially, leading to potential harm. Exploitation can manifest in various forms, including financial scams, isolation from mainstream society, and even coercive control over members. Unregulated rituals and practices. The lack of oversight in occult churches have resulted in unregulated rituals and practices have posed serious risks to congregants everywhere. Government intervention is crucial to ensure the safety and well-being of individuals involved in such practices. In cases, occult churches may become involved in criminal activities, ranging from fraud and tax evasion to more serious offenses such as human trafficking or violence. Government agencies must monitor and investigate such groups to prevent the escalation of criminal behavior and protect society from potential harm. Protection of public morality and order. Occult churches with extreme or harmful beliefs may disrupt public morality and order. Governments have a responsibility to maintain a balance between religious freedom and the protection of societal values. Clamping down on occult churches that pose a threat to public safety can help preserve the overall well-being of the community. To address the dangers associated with occult churches, the government can take several steps. Establish clear regulatory frameworks. Governments should create clear and comprehensive regulatory frameworks that define the boundaries of religious practices. This can include guidelines on financial transparency, protection of vulnerable individuals, and restrictions on harmful rituals. Monitoring and oversight. Regular monitoring and oversight of religious organizations, including occult churches, are essential to identify and address potential risks. This can involve collaboration between government agencies, law enforcement, and religious scholars. C. Public awareness and education. Governments should invest in public awareness campaigns to educate individuals about the potential dangers of joining occult churches. This can empower people to make informed decisions about their spiritual affiliations. D. Legal consequences for violations. Enforcing strict legal consequences for violations of established regulations is crucial. This includes prosecuting individuals and organizations engaged in criminal activities or practices that pose a threat to public safety. While respecting the right to religious freedom, it is imperative for governments to take proactive measures to address the risks associated with occult churches. By establishing clear regulations, implementing effective oversight, and promoting public awareness, authorities can strike a balance between individual freedom and the protection of societal well-being. Please remember to like and click the subscribe button. We need you to keep this channel functioning. Thank you.